mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Justin Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will move away to start the game. He'll return it. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Good pick up on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. It's really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Justin. You're ready to rock and roll. This is going to prove you're the big dog.
Which is really cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. This kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching.
After their touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. can barely hear yourself thinking here. They're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Getting some heat. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Since he ain't complete, they might be fortunate it wasn't not free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the...
They're in the red zone. They got it at the 17.
And when it's so raw, it's very good. I'm running more deep. Something more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. The offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there, and the defense makes the big play. And they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so good, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together, and really had a great year. That's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it's the point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after he suffered to turn out to 32. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're finding it.
And that's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles. When you do, you just so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back in.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the tailback. He's to the 38-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
With the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Afterburner's conscious. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve touchdown. Quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
TCU.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something. Like, who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
He'll take the deep shot. Grab on right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Keep spinning the beam like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in the league.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense on balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Perkins. He's got his man. They make the stop with the sweet moving catches, ready to get him the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Throw it on first down. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, offense in college football, the best offensive linemen that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got units scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That's picked off. Not much of a chance. He's on the bell.
This is obviously another great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Here's the handoff. For a pickup at one, this is 32. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. It's a top 10 matchup. Winner, good shot at the playoffs, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you. Go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the field. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out and each and every game and really impose their will Just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They've got the lead, trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
First down for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the gift. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't like the break off. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Through the air, it's Flagway. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the target.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He'll toss it. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, TCU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
A nice job by this offense, put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. We're going to have to regroup. We've counted a little something on this drive. See if we can handle this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program, they're trailing by 17 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What's this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Perkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. Later in the game, on this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop it at the 43-yard line.
Listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they're going to target him early enough. He's a weapon. There's no history where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Physically, especially on first down, and you want a great second initial performance or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. Running with power.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Perkins. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to break up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he's probably second-guessing that return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, he lays out and makes the play for his quarterback. It's a tough one.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Feeling some heat. Vision hasn't been on par.
This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks. But guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Lagway. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him and weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. Sack at the 20.
And this defense is smelling blood. Like, they know they got to right when they want. Got to they got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes his connection. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. But let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he unleashed the ends on that pass. This sophomore has an arm. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on this third down. If you think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Trying to punch it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Ducks want to move quickly. On second and goal, he carries again. Is called.
Now allowed. They've got to be better for
the And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up the running way. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the 26-yard line brings up second down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Got looking for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. TCU. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense, man. It's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy, and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game's going.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he's still running after the move.
I mean, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. Analytics all the time downtown, really aggressive. I'm interested to watch this one. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might can run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
On the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop from his defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And how about the defense? Big on the 4th and short. You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box and getting the big stop.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain off that one before the defense brings it to an end. Just on the edge of the red zone, 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Down has ensued. So close to a 10-game winning streak. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. To throw, it's Flagway. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it and he breaks into football. That's why he's in the top 10 of interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
On 3rd down, going up top. He will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this offense just needing to find something to go. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together. But so far today, this has been
down in the 4th quarter. It's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And that's a pretty rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but it's your own territory. Aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And here comes the offense on second down. They want that clock to run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive player. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things are going to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when we get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good on hit. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes. Offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
TCU 14. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they went into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing today. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. This offense has a 2nd down play. Hand off from the gun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I think this offense is almost surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next month, because today, it was not a good day.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And with that turnover, he comes to the close of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
They just look good at every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in the field. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Perfect timing.